Bodybuilding has gotten out of control with the sheer notion that bigger is better when it comes to the most impressive physiques of bodybuilders. Back in the day, it wasn't about size. It was about aesthetics and proportionality. 10. Phil Heath. Phil Heath is the Mr. Olympia after winning 4 consecutive times from 2011 to 2014. He has a near-perfect structure of huge delts, big arms, a tiny waist, and a chiseled midsection. 9. Franco Colombia. Known as the Sardinian strongman, Franco Colombia really defied genetics in an age where supplements were hard to come across and training methods had to be unconventional to see any kind of sizable gains. Colombia had incredibly large muscle bellies on a small frame with tiny joints. As a result, he won over the bodybuilding world, winning 2 Mr. Olympias even after a devastating knee injury, in which he dislocated his knee during the 1977 World's Strongest Man while carrying a refrigerator on his back. 8. Frank Zane. When referring to leanness, we use the term Zane like in bodybuilding. As such, anyone who has a name that is synonymous with bodybuilding deserves to crack the top 10 of this list. If there is one person that gym goers would choose to look like, it would be Frank Zane. At only 190 pounds, he was as aesthetically pleasing to the eye as you can get and didn't look like a grotesque bulky bodybuilder that much of the sport has reckoned with in today's times due to heavy drugs and a reliance on mass to win bodybuilding titles. Frank Zane had such an incredible physique that he even beat Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 1968 IFBB Mr. Universe at a deficit of some 60 pounds. 7. Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman shocked the bodybuilding world after winning his first Mr. Olympia title in 1998 when 6x Mr. Olympia Dorian Yates retired and Paul Dillett collapsed on stage. Coleman emphatically stole the Olympia from Sean Ray, Nasser El Sonbata, and Kevin Lavon, who were all jockeying for first place for years. Ronnie came in huge and ripped. Dorian was probably happy he retired at the time because Ronnie's size and conditioning up to that point was unmatched. Ronnie Coleman had it all in the beginning stages of his career, including mass and detail, but nothing was more impressive than his back. 6. Kevin Lavon. The most underrated bodybuilder of all time, Kevin Lavon had a ridiculous set of arms and delts to match his absolutely chiseled midsection. The Maryland Muscle Machine had just fallen short of securing greatness, placing second at the Olympia 4 times. 5. Arnold Schwarzenegger. What is a greatest physique list without Arnold? Arnold has been the face of bodybuilding since he won his first Olympia and won the hearts of the nation. Arnold's combination of sheer size and muscularity along with his personality landed him as the highest paid action movie star ever and the governor of California. 4. Lee Haney. Before Lee Haney, there was just size or conditioning, but not both. Haney was the first to bring both to the table. He had groundbreaking muscularity and stellar shape. Yet, the 8x Mr. Olympia does not receive nearly the amount of recognition he should, and that is certainly disappointing. Tipping the scales at 250 pounds, Haney was bigger than all of his competitors, yet walked on stage with an 8-pack and razor-sharp cuts every time. Haney has transformed the sport of bodybuilding forever by dominating the field with mass. 3. Dexter Jackson. Dexter Jackson finally got his taste at history, winning the Olympia in 2008 after finishing in the top 4 for years on end. Nicknamed the Blade for his razor-sharp cuts, Dexter Jackson has the deepest set of ABS in bodybuilding. He is the most conditioned athlete of all time in this sport, always coming in with razor-sharp cuts. 2. Sean Ray. There couldn't be a more fitting name for Sean Ray than Mr. Symmetry. Sean Ray defined proportion and balance. It is mind-boggling to think he didn't win one Mr. Olympia title with a body like that. His vision to win audiences over with artistic display and proportion has been lost to the mass appeal despite his numerous top 5 place finishes in the Olympias. 1. Flex Wheeler. The biggest snub of all time, Kenneth "Flex" Wheeler racked up an amazing 17 professional titles, yet he never won the Sando, placing just behind the Olympia champs a total of 3 times. He won the Arnold Classic a record 4 times and was once described by Arnold Schwarzenegger as one of the greatest bodybuilders he had ever seen. Ronnie Coleman said that Flex Wheeler was the best bodybuilder he competed against. Knowledgeable bodybuilding fans consider Flex to be the best of the best, not just for aesthetic purposes, but as a bodybuilder in general. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, press the like button, leave a comment letting us know what you think, and subscribe if you haven't already.